Hello there everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Soulver Weekly Forecast. I'm Courtney Kassman.
And I'm Alison Maiden.
And wow, you guys, there has been so many natural disasters that have been unfortunately predicted by you, Alison, but also a lot of warnings that we've been putting in our videos if you've been watching along. And if this is your first video here, today we're going to be doing another natural disaster update, like a live warning on what's going to be coming out next. So what have we had, Alison? What's been happening?
Oh my goodness. So we've had the volcanoes going up, as I was saying a while back, but
yes.
You know, love your input, by the way.
Yes.
Courtney's fantastic with her input.
Thank you.
But she is also spot on with the fact that all of the things that had been predicted, the earthquakes, the volcanoes, the fires, the flooding in America, going back about 3 or 4 months ago, we did a video that said they were going to have very unnatural weather patterns in America.
Yes, that's right.
And in Texas, they've had terrible flooding and many people have lost their lives. So honestly, lots of healing and prayers going to you guys. Also, I picked up on Krakatoa, I think.
You did.
And it wasn't Krakatoa itself yet.
No, yes, that's right.
But two major
very close
volcanoes
by, yes.
that are close by went up, and one of them's only just erupted in the last few hours.
Yep.
And it's a tsunami warning for Japan, which have had their major volcano go up. And we were saying, and we've said for a while now, Japan was really going to cop a major disaster. So travel warnings, you people. Be alert, be on the lookout. Yes. And I know a lot of you guys go to Japan. Please be very careful because I did feel July, August was a very hot month for that area, which of course is now proving to be right.
Yes. And always with these ones, disclaimer, follow your intuition. We're not saying cancel all your trips or your plans, but follow that gut instinct.
Exactly. Your gut instinct is the most important thing here. Now, I'm picking up Spain.
Wow. Is that a new one?
That is a new one. I've had Spain before for the UFO thing.
But not
when I thought there'd be a big UFO hovering over there.
Hey.
Well, you never know, it might be, but I've got Spain at the moment, although that's not a natural disaster. Hopefully.
Yep.
But let's have a look and see what the go is here with the current situation of natural disasters on our planet. Do we hope for the best, or is there more to come? And there is more to come.
Wow.
So the Six of Pentacles, meaning that we are going to have to give out lots of aid, lots of financial and physical, emotional, and any other kind of aid we can, food, clothing, etc. Looks like there's going to be a lot more natural disasters coming. I feel very strongly here that this is intensified by the kind of energies that are moving through the planet right now. And it may have come to your attention that people around you are very unhinged. They're going, they're in that state of almost panic. But because we are living in societies that are pretty much protected in most of the world anyway, we are sort of like trying to channel it, I think, in a way of, well, why am I feeling all these feelings? I need to run away and hide or get safe. It's coming out in anger and hurtful things that people are saying to each other. So look, be kind, okay? Everyone's going through something, and we are all doing our best to help. Including us, and we are trying to, get the word out there to you guys so you can then process it for yourself and see if the information is correct for you, whether it resonates with you. Okay, I want to make that really clear. Okay. Oh gosh, the first card down, the Ten of Swords. We can expect to see a lot more unrest here. And as the collective consciousness on the planet, we are all making our own destinies by the way we're thinking and feeling. Now, if people are watching all of the news stories, etc., and feeling panicked, of course, it's going to be like, the proverbial cascade of people running through a mall or something and knocking people over. It's like we have got this massive amount of energy that's just moving through at a very, very fast rate. And it's really affecting people on a level probably unknown before now because of the fact that social media is so popular now and everyone's getting it firsthand. So you're filming it straight away. It's not a case of a day or two later. I just want to really bring forward here, those volcanoes are worrying me so much right now.
Wow.
Please do not go sightseeing around these areas. They can explode. Sulfur fumes can get you, lava, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be stupid and go near them just because you want to say that you were around when one erupted. I did actually notice that people in particular Hawaii, they've had one that was been going on for the last couple of months, big plumes of lava being sprayed into the air, and they've got boats going past looking at it. Look, just be safe, please, and be sensible. Now, our Earth is in turmoil right now because it is coming through a phase, guys. Now, before we have peace and we have tranquility and all those wonderful things on the planet, we are going through this time of unrest, and we're right in it right now. And so, yes, we can expect to see a bit of a break in about 4 weeks' time, where I think August will kind of settle in a little bit, and we will be, I want to say safe. We will be, pretty safe for natural disasters in that moment of time. But I'm getting a really strong, edgy feeling around the fact that once they settle down, it could be things like terrorism or unrest because of the Islamic situation. All of those things that are happening around the world are going to cause unrest with people. And it's the people we might need to worry about, not so much the volcanoes and the earthquakes, right? Within 2 weeks, there is news of a massive situation here. I do feel there'll be something off the California coast. And this is possibly an underwater volcano that will go off, which could cause a tsunami-like effect. So that's another one to look out for. And look, over the next 2 months, people, over the next 2 months, we're going to see Mother Earth really shaken up like you have never seen her before.
Wow.
I also feel this is going to have a pretty big impact on our own weather conditions in other countries. So as we know, the Earth is a living being, okay? And so if something's happening to her on one end of the Earth, then the other end's going to have an impact as well, just by the fallout of that.
Yes.
And so I see a lot of icy, cold conditions coming in here where, if we are in winter, it will be a bitter winter, okay?
Yes, I've noticed that.
If we are in summer, it would be an extra hot summer. It's just going to be one of those extremes that are coming around.
Do you feel like that is going to be a normal, having the super cold winters, super hot summers? Because we are definitely feeling that here in far north Queensland for sure.
It has been quite unusually cold here.
Yes.
Spirit are telling me the next 3 years.
Yep, cool.
I think it will happen over the next 3 years where we will get the extremes of temperature. A lot of females coming out here.
Definitely. I just keep, Gaia.
Yes.
The Mother Earth energy, for sure.
I really agree with that. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is the Earth sign, you see. So I took her as Mother Earth straight away as soon as I put her down. The Queen of Swords is an air sign woman, and I do feel that she will be one of the major players in the world forum, if you like. The people that actually are looking at what's going on, going, okay, where are we going to send aid, what's going on, etc. But she will be one of the major players in that. And she is a good woman, and she is someone who is trying to help. And she will be getting the word out to many countries. So I do see that there'll be quite a few countries that will have to come to the aid of other countries here. It does look like it's a bit of a mess for the next few months. Goodness me. So, Europe, I do feel will be hit with extra flooding as well.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned this last time, Court, where I feel there'll be something planned for Paris.
Yes.
However, let's hope that's nipped in the bud or thwarted before it happens. Okay. But I did feel there was something to do with the transport system there, either buses or trains.
Yes, I do remember you saying that.
A terrorist attack, I feel.
Yes, you did say that. So be careful, you guys, as well, if you're travelling.
Absolutely. Look, the Hanged Man here indicating that we are not through this yet. There is many sacrifices yet to make, but obviously the Hanged Man in this instance, I think, is that we have no control over this, you guys. This is something that is happening maybe because people were messing with the weather for so long, mucking about with it, chemtrails and all of that sort of thing. You can't go messing about with nature and not have fallout from that. And I even think it came down to, like exploding bombs in the ocean and whatnot. You're starting to mess about with things that you don't know really long term what it's going to cause. So there's certainly vibrational unrest here that feels like it's spreading out to the rest of the world in some way, but it's predominantly around the Asia and unfortunately sort of creeping up to Europe area. America, I think, are dealing with their own stuff, unfortunately, there too. But that I do think America actually has got a lot to do with political unrest there, and let's just say the black hats are doing their best to send in, if you want to believe in HARP and all those sorts of things, I do personally. I think that they've been manipulating weather for many years, and I do think they use it as a weapon against the people. So I think this is all part and parcel of the spiritual war that's going on right now. There is a big change coming. Look, so within 6 months, we're going to see the major shift and change on the planet. We still have a little bit to go. If you're planning on a major journey overseas, probably the safest time to travel would be between August and end of September this year. You would also be okay if you stretched it forward a little bit to maybe November. But I would say as of, end of December through to January next year, I would be cautious.
Yep.
We must return to harmony on our planet. It is absolutely vital that we do. Do you know what other people have become angry at? What's just come forward here is the Epstein list.
Yes, that has been super hot.
So much anger that just came out of the card at me then about
that specific.
Yeah, and I'm getting goosebumps. And I feel also, guys, that the past, there's people that have been waking up and they've been saying, well, what is this all about? We were expecting to see arrests. We're expecting to see these things going on. There is definitely something going on here, underhandedly almost, but they're doing, I don't know whether they're blackmailing or what they're doing here, but there's certainly things happening underneath the surface. And although I don't know for sure that is, I do feel that the Trump administration is using the information to somehow gain something here, but not gain in a negative way. I feel like it's for the people, but invariably their justice system is a little bit different, isn't it? And they do make a lot of deals, put it that way. So here we are going to see something come out of this. So don't worry, it's going to be later than what you want, but you are going to see something come out of it and you will be happy at the end of the day with the result. But I don't feel it will be straight away. There's the victory. Okay, what I'm looking for here is peace at last. Okay, so we have the victory here where we can sit back and finally let the people that are meant to be running this place run it properly. They've got a big job to do. There's not many people out there that are doing their job properly at the moment, but that's all changing now. And this is the part of the next 6 months. A lot of unrest on our planet. It's fueled by the anger of people on the planet. So try and remain positive. Try and see things in the bigger picture rather than just in the small stuff that you're looking at. And try to also send as much spiritual love and healing to those situations as possible. Love cancels out all hate. Just remember that, guys. If you're Reiki attuned, send tons of Reiki to people. Definitely. If not, just lots of loving prayers. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was amazing, guys. Thank you so much, Alison, for that reading. And thank you guys for always writing in your questions. Please stay safe, of course, with all your travels for the rest of the year and coming into 2026, as Alison said. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Let us know you guys love the videos and we can keep making them. Comment your thoughts down below, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.